going on, y'all? This boy Casey Phil King said for life. I told y'all I was going to be at night. Didn't think it was going to be early in the morning, but I told you I was going to get this review to you. Friday night's Rampage. So we just came off an outstanding Dynamite. How did I feel about Rampage? I went from shilling Dynamite to, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't feeling Friday night's episode. Listen, I told y'all, man, I do my best to keep it a buck. I keep everything as real as I can. Being a hardcore fan that I am, if stuff ain't right, I'm going to tell y'all I don't like it. And let's go ahead and break down the first match. I'm going to talk about all the matches and everything and the promos and everything that's transpired. I told y'all, wasn't nobody checking for Billy Gunn versus Darby Allin. Wasn't nobody. Only thing I give Billy Gunn, the dude is in excellent shape. For somebody dang that's 60 years old, he's in excellent shape. I'll give him that much. Not even Darby Allin can save this match. Now the crowd was hot for this match. They was in it. They was in the match because of Darby Allin. But there wasn't nobody checking for Billy Gunn. Man, I hated this match with a passion. I didn't care nothing about this match at all. The Gunn boys, Austin and Colton, the Bozos was out there trying to cause havoc. Sting came out, got rid of them clowns. And it seems like we're getting ready. This matchup is going to continue. This is a feud that I don't give a rat's behind about. And Tony Gunn say, look, we're going to do this. I don't care nothing about the Gunn boys. I don't care nothing about Billy Gunn. I don't care nothing about his sons. I don't care. And now they mixing it up with Darby and Sting. I'm not going to give a rat's behind about this feud at all. I don't care. That match was garbage. That was trash. Listen, Darby Allin did everything in his power to try to make Billy Gunn look great. Billy Gunn ain't got it no more. Mr. Butt don't have it. Mr. Butt, I'm sorry. He just needs to stay in the back. I don't need to see his old tail in the ring no more. I don't. Certain cats is old. It depends. You know what I'm saying? He's just not one of them. I told y'all I wasn't checking for this match, and I saw that match. I said this match is trash. Darby Allin ended up winning the match, but obviously this match stuff ain't over. We're going to continue on with a new feud with this. I don't care nothing about it. I was like, This just seemed like Tony Khan was sitting in the back and he just like, he had a dart and he saw Darby and he saw Billy Gunn and he must have put both of their pitches together and they threw it and they landed on both of them. I'm like, no, man, I'm not feeling this. I was like, the match, I didn't care nothing about the match at all. I tried. I was like, this match is trash. It's trash. And Darby Allin's an excellent wrestler. He just came off that outstanding match between him and MJF over at Full Gear. And then we come to have this trash match. I'm like, man, come on, man. Come on. Man, Tony, what's going on, man? What is going on? So after that, come back. Backstage, QT Marshall is talking to Tony Schiavone, and he calls out CM Punk, says, since we're going to be in his hometown, I'm going to wrestle. I was like, ain't nobody checking for QT Marshall. I'm not checking for this guy, and we already starting off on a low foot. First match is garbage. Then we get this. I said, QT Marshall and CM Punk. I don't know. I guess CM Punk gonna make Marshall look good. I don't know. I'm just not checking for this, man. I wasn't feeling it at all. I was like, man, this is. So then we get a backstage promo of Inner Circle talking about the men of the year and how they beat their tails, and we heard that Dan Lambert's still running his mouth. We said that those bozos ever show up, we'll be ready to kick their dip poop butts any day, any time of the week. I think that feud should be done too. I know it's not, but I think that feud should be over as well. So, the match that I was looking forward to the most on this episode. I was looking forward to this because I wanted to see what improvements have my girls, Miss Jade Cargill and my girl Red Velvet, brought to the arena, brought to the table. Red, looks great. My girl Jade. My girl Jade has everything. The one thing that we are rooting hard for her to get. This is exactly why I don't want my girl winning the title. I do not. My girl Jade still needs to get the wrestling ability down pat. She has everything. Now, some things in here, the match wasn't bad. It was not. It's just the timing. It was certain areas where her and Red was supposed to time. They were supposed to do this, and it just looked real sloppy. It looked very sloppy, and I know this is something that she wants to work on. And I'm sitting here, I'm just going to say, Jade, listen, we're rooting hard for you. We're rooting hard for Red, and I'm hoping for the best. Like I said, the match, it wasn't a great match, but it wasn't a bad match. Like I say, Jade has improved on some things. Like some of the movesets that she was doing, excellent. And listen, Red is an outstanding seller. That girl can sell her tail off. I just think the matchup between the two of them it's all about timing. Jade and them got to work, especially Jade. She got to work on her timing. She must work on her timing because this is what I don't know about y'all, but for me, this is what I'm rooting for because Miss J has the whole package. Can you imagine somebody like that be everything? Kind of what MJF was talking about, how he said he's the whole package. Can you imagine? Can you imagine somebody like Miss J that's fine as that, tall like she is, the look that she has, could talk on the mic, and just go in the ring and give you a Mac classic like it's nothing. That is what a lot of us are rooting hard for, especially, you know, us. We rooting hard for the cats that look like, I'm telling the cats that look like me, I'm rooting hard for them because I want them to be just as good as everybody else. I'm telling you. And Miss Jade, she's coming along. She's still not there, but she's coming along. And I'm telling you right now, give Miss Jade, listen, I'm gonna give Miss Jade all the 2022. I'm gonna give her whatever she needs to do. I think Miss Jade, I don't know if she ever gonna check my stuff out. But if Miss Jade ever come across my video, my channel, I'll tell her to go watch China matches, go watch Randy Orton, take a lot of stuff from what they do. Because I think she can add what they have in their arsenal, she can add that to her arsenal and just study how they move, study how China, because I'm telling you, Jade reminds me of China. She reminds me of China, but like I said, can you imagine if she got the wrestling ability like China? It's a wrap. It's over. I don't know how people can't see it. I see the potential. I see Miss J being one of the best in the game. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not here to take a shot at Britt Baker, but look, Britt Baker was hot garbage when we first saw her. Fast forward to where she is today, she one of the best in AEW. She's not the best, but she one of the best. Jade Cargill, this is what we rooting hard for her. Same thing goes for my girl Red Velvet. Now, for me, I think this is where we could have had Jade get the loss. She could have took her first loss right here. Now this is where she goes back. She gets better in the ring. She starts getting back to where she needs to be. Because for me, I personally see Jade as the AEW Women's Champion. I don't see her as the TBS Champion. I don't. Because here's the deal. Let's say this. Let's say Miss Jade do go on to win the TBS Championship at the end of this tournament on January 5th. The name of the game is whoever has the title, you're supposed to elevate whoever you're in the ring with and elevate the title. I don't want them to put the title on Miss Jade and say, look, we got a black champion. Here's our black champion. I told you, I don't want AEW to start doing that because that's the same bullcrap that goes on over in WWE. I don't want that. I want us to get the titles and we can go. We're good on the mic. We're good in the ring, and it's genuine. That's what I want. That's what I want from Miss Jade. I want that with Red. I want that with all the cats that look like me. Before we start winning championships, I want us to be good and ready. So when the time comes and we win them championships, whoever we in the ring with, we going to elevate them and elevate the title. And it's going to be great. So that's my message to Miss Jade. Keep working on what you need to work on. Like I said, forget the people that just hate, because I know people just going to take a dump on Jade because you know how they get down. Me, this is my constructive criticism. Is getting better in the ring because she got everything else. So that's my whole take on that. Miss J wins. She moves on, and I think she's going against Jamie Hayter, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the next matchup. So after that, we got backstage promo. Thunder Rosa, she said she's going to keep climbing, and she took a shot at everybody that's part of Miss DMD's crew. Took a shot at Hayter, took a shot at Rebel, talking to all of them, said she can win that championship. She said she putting all the girls on notice. Listen, Thunder Rosa is not winning the TBS championship. I'm telling you. She is the next woman to become the next AEW Women's Champion. That's the only person that Britt Baker is losing to. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now. It's already set up. So somehow, some way, she's going to lose in this tournament somehow. And I think it might be because of Britt. It just might be. But that's it. So good promo for them. So Tony Schiavone talked to CM Punk. He responded to what QT Marshall said. He said, sure, I'll see that fool in Chicago. Boom. Right to the point. Let me tell you something about CM Punk. CM Punk is getting back into wrestling gear. He's getting back into him going out there cutting promo because he's still, to me, here's my take. When he cuts his promo, he still sounds like he's still trying to get back into it. I think that's just him playing games. CM Punk playing games with folk, and I know what he's doing. I know exactly what he's doing. He playing games, but overall, right to the point. We getting him and QT Marshall. I wasn't checking for QT Marshall, but we'll see. Maybe the match might be decent, next week. On the Thanksgiving episode of AEW Dynamite on Wednesday night, right here in Chicago. All right. So then we get a recap of Bryan Danielson, Dark Order, Hangman, what took place on the Dynamite episode. Now we have Mark Henry standing right between the Super Clique and Jurassic Express and them. Everybody cut a promo from Adam Cole to the Bucks to Jungle Boy. Everybody cut a promo on everybody. They said what they had to say. And then you know what Mark Henry says? All right, it's time for the main event. Now, how did I feel about this main event? Obviously, this was the best match on the show. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, I really wasn't feeling the match. Even though it was the best match on the show. I'm giving the props. It was a good wrestling match, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the match. And it's got nothing to do with nobody in the match. I just wasn't feeling the match. It's just me. Now, when the Bucks came out there doing all their buffoonery, and yeah, I think that was Nick Jackson dressed up looking like NXT 2.0. He ain't slick. I know exactly what he was wearing. I was like, come on now. Come on, man. I'm just goofy. And what was they doing? Being goofy, playing tag and running around a ring and causing the distraction and all that stuff. And Jungle Boy and them end up winning. I guess the feud is still going. I think the feud should have been done after Full Gear. I think that should have been it. But Tony Khan said I got to keep this thing going. So this, like I said, this episode of Rampage, I wasn't feeling it, y'all. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm serious. Like I say, everything. And the pacing, it wasn't really nothing wrong with the pacing. For me personally, I just was not feeling this episode. I just wasn't. I watched it, came home from doing what I do, saw the episode, and I was like, man. And I was looking forward to this episode. I truly was. Outside of Billy Gunn versus, oh my goodness, Billy Gunn versus Darby Allin. Outside of that dumb match, I was looking forward to everything else, especially my two sisters going at it. I was definitely looking for Red and Jade. But like I say, it's always room for improvement. TK, I think it's time to go back to the drawing board. Like I said, Dynamite was a knockout of the park. Rampage felt like MidPage. I'm just going to call it for what it is. Felt like a MidPage episode. I ain't calling it Rampage. I'm calling it MidPage because that's what it felt like to me. Hey, what y'all think? Hit the comment section up. I know I'm going to get a lot of mixed reviews on this one. I know a lot of y'all was like, wait, when you just shut? I know I was. Not tonight. Not tonight. I said, no, no, I can't. I told y'all, I keeps it real over here, man. I keeps it real over here. I'm an AEW head that keeps it real about AEW. I don't keep it biased. I know a lot of cats who are AEW heads are super biased when it comes to AEW. They love everything that happens in AEW. They don't give a crap what it is. Me, I keeps it 100. If it's something that I'm not feeling, I'm going to come clean and tell you all that I'm not feeling it. If I love it, I'm going to tell you exactly if I love it. Is there anything Oh, I did watch. From what I was able to catch before the stream went out, I looked at a little bit of Impact. I see. Let me not call him by the slave name. Jonah Rock made his Impact debut, and boy, did he make an impact. It's Sunday morning now. Last night, Saturday night, he came out there. Now, here's the deal. Former Impact World Champion Josh Alexander, he came out there to address the crowd. He had a matchup with Suzuki, and he said even after the match, after beating him, he just didn't feel right because how he got defeated against Moose at Bound for Glory after winning the championship and only having it for like 5 seconds. And as he was talking about how he was going to get his championship back, Jonah Rock made his debut, came to the ring, and beat the snot out that man. He tore that fool up. He tore that clown up. I was like, man. And I was like, man, Jonah Rock is a heel? I was like, no. I said, shoot. Oh, he destroyed that man. Josh Alexander was down there coughing up blood. That's how bad he got beat up. I was like, dang. I said, I didn't know that man had it in him. I'm so used to seeing him as the babyface in NXT. But now that since he's a free man, able to be in New Japan and work Impact, hey, more power to him. So like I said, he sure did left for Impact. He did. So anyway, man, that's my AEW Rampage review for this week. I gave you a little extra talking about Impact, which I know a lot of people don't really mess with Impact. But that's it, y'all. This your boy Casey Phil King, set for life, wrestling it takes. I'm gone.